What's going on YouTube? Mr. Wheels here once again, welcoming you to another edition of Sports Talk. And although the NHL trade deadline is just over 2 weeks away, there was a major deal go down in the NHL today involving Evander Kane. He was sent to the Buffalo Sabres as part of a 7-player deal. And you know, I wasn't going to make my video today was going to depend on whether the Raptors win their 35th game before the All-Star break tonight. I was going to talk about that, and I still will if it happens. But when I heard about this NHL trade and everything surrounding Evander Kane in the last week or so, I couldn't resist coming on here and making a video. So before I get into the details of the trade and talk about Evander Kane and what led to him being traded, I want to say, please give this video a like. Please subscribe to my channel. I could really use the support, guys. You can follow me on Twitter at Sledgehead86. That's my handle, at Sledgehead86. And stop by Facebook and give my Facebook fan page a like, Mr. Wheels86. Alright, so let's break down this 7-player deal happening between Winnipeg and Buffalo in the NHL today. Winnipeg sends Evander Kane, Zach Bogosian, and goaltending prospect Jason Kasdorf, I believe I said that right, to Buffalo for defenseman Tyler Myers, Drew Stafford, and prospects Brendan Lemieux, son of former NHLer Claude Lemieux, and Joel Armia, who's also a prospect, and a 2015 first-round pick back to Winnipeg. So when you look at this trade, for the immediate future and long-term future, Winnipeg, you could say at a first glance, Winnipeg comes out of this looking a little bit better. First of all, Evander Kane, you know, there was questions about his conduct showing up to a team meeting and practice in a tracksuit. You know, they're supposed to wear suits and business attire and all that kind of thing. And there was speculation that he was not getting along with teammates. So, and he's injured on top of all that. He's got a shoulder injury. He's going to be out 4 to 6 months. So, by trading him and Zach Bogosian, the Jets get Tyler Myers and Drew Stafford, who are going to help them make a playoff push. I think when you compare Bogosian and Myers together, Myers has a little bit more of an offensive upside. They're two pretty solid defensemen, either way you look at that. But in terms of offensively, I would say Myers has a little bit more upside there. In terms of the prospects, the Winnipeg really doesn't lose much. Their goaltending is already pretty solid, so losing a goaltending prospect, no big deal. Brendan Lemieux is projected as a third line, going to be an NHL third line center, but I think what I've seen of him, possibly he could be more than that. And Joel Armia, I don't really know much about him. And they get a first round draft pick for this year out of it. So Winnipeg looking very good in the immediate future. And long term, you gotta remember, they're adding Brendan Lemieux and Joel Armia to the likes of Josh Morrissey, Nick Patan, Nikolai Ehlers, just to name a few, who are all currently in their prospect pool and in the Winnipeg Jets system as of right now. So for Buffalo, they get Evander Kane, who's going to be healthy for next season. Buffalo's going to finish last. They get a solid defenseman in Zach Bogosian to replace Tyler Myers, which isn't not a bad trade. But long term, when you consider that Buffalo's going to be drafting either Connor McDavid or Jack Eichel, putting them alongside Evander Kane gives them a start to a very good potential top line. And they've got guys like Miguel Grigorenko, who could center their second line. So definitely not a bad trade for the long-term future for Buffalo. And I just want to mention that besides this trade, Buffalo sent goaltender Jonas Henroth to Dallas and got Anders Lindback in return. Also, a 2016 third-round conditional draft pick as well in that trade. So really, if there's any questions for Buffalo, my point is this, is that their goaltending, with losing Jonas Henroth and getting Lindback in return, their goaltending now has some questions. But they could go out in free agency and find someone, or maybe they trade for a guy like James Reimer from the Maple Leafs, because he could potentially be a number one goaltender for them. I'm just throwing that out there. But enough about the trading. Evander Kane, the other thing for Buffalo is what kind of player is Evander Kane going to be in Buffalo. Everyone still projects him as a power forward who could score 30 or more goals in a season, and I believe he's done that already. So it depends on, if he considers this to be a fresh start or not. And we've seen in the past guys like Tyler Seguin, who was accused of similar things, not having the proper conduct and, not the right attitude and not getting along with teammates and whatever, go to a place like Dallas and, not be an issue, and continue to produce. So if Evander Kane does something similar, Buffalo will come out of this trade looking all right. That's pretty much all I have to say right now. Stay tuned for a potential video of the Raptors winning their 35th game of the season. I will recap their season to this point and talk about their ups and downs a little bit if that happens tonight. For right now, guys, thanks for watching. Once again, please give this video a like. Please comment, like, subscribe, favorite, all that stuff. And I will see you next time.